Hi, I'm Alice. I have a question. Can the space of video games be defined as a language or distinct system of artistic communication, and can the female voice thrive within this language? The outcome for the major project submission will be concept art and concept gameplay for a video game called Return of the Real. I have identified some core theories and context for my work: post-humanism, post-structuralism, and ecofeminism, as they offer a platform of investigation where my work and ideas can develop and continue the search for a place for my visual language. My theoretical context began with investigating Carl Einstein's tectonic understanding of Hegel's dialectics, and this helped me frame my initial understanding of the metaphysical space of the digital, and therefore start defining it as a space for my creative practice. From this beginning, I began to define a more specific context involving elements of ecofeminism and post-humanism. They are interesting in terms of disrupting the language norms of video games, the blurring of boundaries between real or rational and unreal, the imagined, felt or irrational. Video games are essentially a narrative, and through developing artwork for a graphic novel based on an existing story, my intention was to find an understanding of graphic narrative structure and communication. I worked on illustrating the story Buffalo Girls Won't You Come Out Tonight by Ursula K. Le Guin. The story of Buffalo Girls is full of magic and evokes strong feelings around motherhood. The animals that feature in the tale are from Native American stories, and the tale enables the reader to assess what is real, what is known, against what is not real and what is only felt.
I can't blame those of my generation and older who don't want to see the walls come tumbling down, and who cling to their ghetto status as if it were a precious thing, making a religion out of science fiction which the touch of the uninitiated will profane. They were forced into that attitude by the attitude of respectable society, intellectual and literary, towards their particular interest, and it was perfectly natural for them, like any persecuted group, to make a virtue of their necessity. I don't blame them, but neither can I agree with them. To cling to a posture of evasion and defense once persecution and contempt has ceased is not to be a rebel, but to be a cripple. And what I'd like to see is science fiction to continue to rebel. I'd like to see science fiction evade not those who despise it, but those who want it to be just what it was 30 years ago. I want to see science fiction step over the old walls and hit right into the next wall and start to break it down too.
As my illustrative concerns are with gaming, the target audience I am looking at are likely to be in the metrocultural and experience seeker demographic sectors, a gender mix leaning towards female with mainly 25 to 40 with mid to high income. I'm seeking to join the emerging trend of diversity within the gaming community, particularly the strengthening voice of female and LGBTQ creators and consumers. I hope through this project to make contacts with leading women in the industry and make a professional success for my inquiry.